Tom Mills with the Biz Doc here. And if you don't get your news from VTNews.ai the way I do, you should give it a try. VTNews.ai. Go try it. See what you think. Get a subscription and even use the AI engine to dive in. What did I see today? Merriam-Webster, which is a big dictionary, names polarization the word of the year. And I'm like, oh, crap, more climate change. And I found out they're not talking about polar, like polarization, more winter. They're talking about division. And polarization was a word of the year. And that made me feel, a little bit reflective on the year, saying, wow, is it really the word of the year? The polarization, which means all of us taking different, it's like North Pole, South Pole, that's as far apart you can get, and you're both freezing to death. Think about that. Ultimate polarization is you're both at the poles of the earth freezing your ass off. That's not what I want. I don't want polarization. I want some of us come together, find out where we're different, where we're alike, and take a look and see how we bring that closer together. But for that being word of the year, I have a challenge. Use Ask VTAI for what the word of the year in past years were and find out what they were. It's very interesting and very telling. And make it that the word of the year for 2025, I'll tell you what mine is. What I'm going to try to make it, I'm going to try and make it aggregation. Can we aggregate how we feel? Aggregation doesn't mean become similar. Aggregation doesn't mean, become right. Aggregation means we aggregate everything, meaning we can you can aggregate different opinions at the Thanksgiving table and love your relatives and have civil conversations without destroying the love and togetherness of family at dinner, right? They say you can't pick your family, you can pick your friends, and sometimes family, you get together at Thanksgiving, you get around a very small table, put a bunch of food out there, a bunch of people you don't necessarily like, and hand everyone a knife. So it's like, that is where polarization can end in drama. My point is 2025, next year, coming up, is going to be focusing on aggregation. How do I get people together to aggregate their viewpoints and not result in segregation or polarization? That's where I'm going. You should too. Use Ask VTAI and go look up those words of the year for past years. Be very surprised. Talks about the mood of things. How can you change it?